Isn't it remarkable? Joe Biden is the best America has to offer. We look forward to him winning the election and dealing with the Chinese and the North Koreans and the Islamic problem and the Israelis and every other problem that happened in the world that America seems to want to be involved in. We look forward to him and that Harrison lady dealing with very complex international problems. And that should be very, very interesting watch from an outsider like myself. Because Joe Biden doesn't seem to get more than 2 or 3 words together unless he's shouting shut up or some sort of insult directly at someone, getting into anything more complex than that. Well, it starts sounding like he's a little bit deranged. Now, I forgive the man because he's 78, so I don't feel like it's right to sort of attack him personally because I think he's being used. I think he's just a tool for some demonic organisation what's behind the Democrats, what would do this to America. Well, why would the Democrats, if they cared about America and its people and freedom and liberty and all that sort of stuff, would they put up this sham? Biden's a sham. Why would they put up a sham like that to stand in the White House? Or maybe they don't want to win the election and they want to use that as an excuse to start some sort of proper civil war in America and destroy America, because that's the only thing. If you look at political correctness and understand what it really is, it's a progressive system that uses psychology in an aggressive manner to progressively accumulate more and more people who've got enmity towards what you're telling them to have enmity against, which is whatever you tell them to have be enemy of. So they're all enemy of Trump, not because he's a bad guy or he's against what they want or anything, because they don't even know what they want. The all Antifa thing and all the BLM thing and all that other thing, the left don't even know what they want. If you ask them what they want, equality, well, it's meaningless. Which billionaire like Buffett is going to give up their money to become equal to the people in the street? You can't have equality unless you sort of level everyone out and get paid everyone the same and they live exactly in the same houses. No one really wants to have that. Even the people in Black Lives Matter want a better lifestyle, even though they don't know how to get it, and they're doing more to destroy life than improve it. But I digress. The thing is about it really is something wrong with democracy in America when, out of all the people they've got there, there's no one else to take on Donald Trump than Joe Biden. Now, look at it from another point of view. If you are serious about beating Donald Trump, were the Democrats really serious about beating Donald Trump? This is a good question, because if you are serious about beating Donald Trump, then you would find someone out there in America, young and dynamic and energetic, probably a black lady. There's plenty very smart people around. Maybe the really smart people don't want to represent the Dems. That's the thing. Maybe you can't get anyone really smart to represent the Dems. And that's why they've got the best they have amongst them, which is Joe Biden. Let's face it, because if you wanted to really win the election against Trump, you'd go through America and get someone a while back and check someone who had some brains, some ideas what to progress economically first, because everyone needs an economic foundation to build a decent life on. No matter who you are, no one really wants to live in the street. And without creating economic dynamism, you have no really means of getting people off the street or improving the lives of people in Baltimore or wherever they are, where they live in these ghettos. You have to have the economic. You can't just say, we just want the money distributed to us. It's not going to happen. That's not how life is, and it's not how life should be anyway. That's a strange system. Even a communist system, everyone has got a hole in there and everyone's working. So the communist system they think is some sort of utopia. It's not. It's like slave-topia. That's what it is. Communism's like a slave system. You work for a master, or you don't get anything. You go into some sort of camp for the re-educated if you don't agree with the system. You don't want to hone you in, you're into a sort of a concentration camp where you're slaved breaking rocks or something. So I don't think the left are actually having a conversation amongst themselves. They want to get rid of Trump, but then after that they don't know what they want, apart from destroying America's energy independence by importing billions and billions of solar panels from China. For what? What's the benefit of that? To try and do something about climate change when China doesn't give a damn about climate change. It's just going ahead and building more and more coal-fired power stations anyway. There's no actual logic in what the Dems are saying. And there's no logic whatsoever in having Biden as a candidate for president when he's actually obviously having struggle articulating anything complex whatsoever. And so it seems like a dirty little game to play on America, and everywhere else in the world for that matter. Because if they were serious about beating Trump, they would have got a decent candidate who could actually speak English in an articulate way and took a proper debate on proper issues to Trump and impress people with his cognitive processes, not depress people because he hasn't got much going on between his head, or he may have done in the past, but obviously at 78 he may be a bit tired. At 78 he just may be tiring very easily because he's 78 years old. And it's cruel and horrible that the Dems can pick on this man, 70-year-old guy, and it tells you something about the Dems themselves. Instead of picking someone bright and young and energetic, picking an old bloke who can hardly get his words together. They're not serious then about winning the election, they're serious about disrupting America. What is the goal of the Dems? It's not necessary to win an election. It's just, they don't care about that. The end goal is to destroy America, break it up, because that's the game here. So that's it. You have to look at the logical conclusions of what's going on, not what you've been told. Thank you.